Hello, welcome to Peter's Marine Videos. My name is Dennis, and today I have a 2006 Sea Ray. It's a 290 SLX. That's a big bow rider. It's a 30-foot bow rider that I'm going to give you a little overview of. The outside, you probably can't make it out too well in the video, in the picture maybe, but this is a pewter or titanium colored gel coat sitting on a trailer, a triaxle trailer that does go with the boat. Okay, so that is included with the price of the boat, is this aluminum I-beam trailer as well. What we'll do is we'll take a little walk around towards the back. You can, of course, see the size bow rider it is. You know, it's a big bow rider. It handles the water real nice, and you can take out a whole lot of people. A lot of friends can go out on a boat like this with you. We'll just make our way towards the back here. The boat is equipped with twin V8s, they're fuel-injected V8s. It does have, of course, twin drives as well, and they are the Bravo 3 drives, which are the two props that counter-rotate. I did take a look just before I gave the walk around here. The bellows in here are, if not new, they're awful close to new. They're in real nice condition there. You'll see LED lights in quite a few places. The gentleman that owned this boat had a fancy for LED lights, so they're kind of all over. You got the underwater ones, there's some on top of the tower. There's also one up in the bow as well to work as sort of a docking light type setup. The boat has the big extended swim platform, and if you kind of look at where the drives are, and these are in the up position, you still have so much room out here to the end of the platform. A big platform. That's real nice to have if you're doing any kind of water sports, which you can still do with this boat. Obviously the wake is going to be bigger, but you can still ski or wakeboard, do different, pull a tuber with it as well. It's definitely capable of doing that. So we'll take a walk up. The ski hookup is right here. So you're just putting your ski line right on there, just like you would with a smaller runabout as well. These are freshwater flushes. This boat was kept on a lift. It was not left in the water, so it was always pulled out and flushed every time. Engine hours, there's under 200 hours. I think it was 199 actually. It's 199 hours on the engine, so not a whole lot of use either. As you're coming up, maybe you can see it from there, got some storage pods here. And when these open, you get a nice surprise under there. A couple subwoofers, a couple speakers, optional subwoofer package on the boat. Of course, the amps that go along with that to drive those. So that's kind of nice, and it's nice that they're hidden. One, they're not out in the weather, but it's kind of nice. You open this up, and there's some nice big speakers staring at you, and you can still store some things in here as well. Where I'm stepping on this, the standard platform here, inside here, this is the same on both sides. I don't know if you can see it from the video if you want to start walking up. There's a cooler set up inside here that you can keep some drinks back here at hand if you're hanging out back here on the platform. That's the same on both sides here. So we'll start taking a walk in. The video will probably get a little shaky as our camera woman comes up the ladder, but we'll take a look at everything else. This is swing away door coming in, so this moves out of the way. And there is a pad that fills this area in right here. I had it out ahead of time so I could walk right in. And of course, you know, if you don't have a whole lot of people on board, this is a nice way to walk in and out of the boat without having to step on any pads, any of the vinyl. As we come in, you can see it's a big boat. There's lots and lots of room for you and guests between the wraparound seating here, which is nice, comfortable. The vinyl's in good shape on the boat. It's soft. I don't know how well it portrays on the video, but it's vinyl's in real nice shape. The foam underneath is nice and firm. It's comfortable. You've got your back-to-back seat over here, along with the captain's chair, which is a double wide, so you and a close friend can sit next to each other while you're driving. But they both have the flip-up feature, which allows you to sit up high. So if you want a little better a little more visibility on and off a trailer, in and around a dock. You can sit up a little bit higher, or you flip that down and you sit back down like normal. And of course I could slide over here. You can see there's room for a second person to be here. All of your controls, of course, are right here within easy reach. You have SmartCraft gauges. You have electric hatch lift. You have these are your start and stop. The keys are in a different location that you just have a master key that turns on, and you leave those on during the day. Start and stop the engine from here. Controls for the radio. This right here would be your master control that activates the radio. Then control it from there. You have controls here for SmartCraft and radio again here. No, I know you got a control for a radio there, and you have a control for a radio here. Well, I guess if that's just too far away to reach, you can do it right here at the steering wheel. Of course, you have shift and throttle. Being a twin engine, of course, you have two shift, two throttles are right there. And of course, all your other gauges are there as well. This has the stainless steel as opposed to aluminum. Stainless steel windshield top, which is really nice. A little shinier too. Come back around this way a little bit. We've got the head. Okay, just to give you an idea here, I'm just about 6 foot, about 5'11". Okay, and this is certainly in a bow rider. This is quite good. There's plenty of room here. There's a sink right here, storage. There's an opening hatch. There's lights inside here. There's a mirror as well. And you have some master controls here for your charger and outlets. The boat does have shore power. So you turn your shore power on, and then you turn your AC charger on, and you can activate the outlets via that. So you have some outlets throughout. Throughout the boat. Okay. As we go a little farther forward, you have this block-off hatch, which you can open up. Do this with it. Inside is a huge storage bin. If I counted correctly, there are 12 life vests in there, just to give you an idea of the amount of storage that's in there already. These are sun pad filler cushions. So lots of storage in there. In fact, that's almost probably a pretty good sized cave for some kids. They probably like hanging out in there. Up in the bow, of course, with a bigger boat, you get a bigger bow. And again, just to show you the room that you have and how you're nicely tucked down inside the boat. You don't feel like you're just going to fall out. This is nice right here. My arm comes down real nice there. If I need it, there's a grab handle, and it's in a good spot. It's not at an awkward spot that's hard to use. I'm going to grab that if I need it. I'm going to use it. It's a good thought process by Sea Ray to do that. Up here further forward, you have another cooler, so you can keep drinks up here as well. So no matter where you go on the boat, you've got a cooler that you can keep drinks handy. Cup holders on both sides, out of the way so you're not going to bump them, which is nice. Anchor locker is huge. I'm almost to the bottom of it right now. We have lots and lots of room to store an anchor and even some fenders, some ropes, or a small person maybe. Storage under here, under both sides. Give you an idea of how big this is. Okay, plenty of room to store some extra gear inside there. I think if you run out of storage space on a boat like this, you might have a problem. There's lots of storage. These are hinged to give you access different ways. Okay, you have an extra storage compartment here. Here's obviously your shore power, shelves, and of course it goes down. I wasn't even touching the bottom yet. There is another one on the other side. I'm going to switch places. Lift this one up. More storage down here. There's some of the radio amps are there, and you also have dedicated storage for your tables. Got one in the bow and one in the cockpit. can just slide right back down there. Looking back here, huge storage compartment underneath here. You probably put, I don't know, a dozen pair of skis or so inside here. It's quite big. Underneath this, you have these that slide out, and there's a support that goes down here. It goes underneath it. Another board like this here, and that gives you your support to put one of those sun pad cushions in that I mentioned a few minutes ago. Fills this area in here, so this becomes one big sun pad. And the same thing can happen up in the bow as well. So you really end up with two huge, real large, very large sun pads. And that just slides back in underneath here. Sometimes it's easier than others there. There we go. Let's see, we have more storage over here. You have this nice wet bar setup. We have a sink here. Okay, sink. This cooler is actually marketed as a wine cooler. It's round in shape, it's deep, and it is insulated on the back side. It drains right out as well. This one drains out as well too. We have storage underneath. There's an outlet in there. Storage. And still more storage. And of course that leads us back towards the engines here. It's an electric engine hatch lift. The storage that you see immediately underneath the seats there can be accessed from above. You don't have to lift this up. So I'll give you a quick view of the engines. The access to the engines is actually pretty good in this boat. You know, there's some room in between. You have room port and starboard, and really lots of room in front as well. So the maintenance is not all that hard on a boat like this. Even though you got twin engines, you have good access to everything. Your engine oil filter is right there. This is your drive lube, gear oil for the lower unit. Belt, of course, is easy to get to. Fuel coolers are easy to get to. Seawater pump is easy to get to. Batteries are right down below where I'm pointing right down here. It's not too bad to work on. Or sometimes on the smaller side for twin engine boats, sometimes you get the engines really crammed in tight and you have literally no room left or right on those. But this one's pretty nice. So anyways, this is an 06. It's the 290 SLX, Select Executive Series is what that stands for. And if you have any questions, our number is 610-433-1606. My name's Dennis. Thanks for looking.